big breaking news now that after the Pulwama attack, the Modi government has given emergency powers to the armed forces to buy equipment to enable them to fight wars on the western border with Pakistan. The financial powers have been increased for the three services and they can buy weapon systems worth 300 crore rupees under each proposal as per government sources. Aishwarya is joining us on the phone line. Aishwarya, this is unprecedented. When was this signed? Aishwarya, can you hear me?
Yes.
Tell us more about this, please. The emergency powers that we're talking about.
We are being told that the financial powers which have been given to increase to all the three services, they can buy weapon systems up to worth 300 crores under each proposal. This is what we are being told. We are also being told that under this proposal, the army is planning to buy the 246 Spike anti-tank guided missile, which can be used against enemy tank regiments and then completely destroy them. Similarly, the Navy and the Air Force are also preparing proposals for buying missiles and other weapon systems which can prepare them fully for a war with Pakistan. The services can also choose to buy equipment from a single vendor and without the concurrence of the integrated financial advisor. So what has happened is that the red tapeism, the bureaucracy has been removed. Direct powers have been given to the officers so that they can buy, they can go to the vendors directly and buy what is needed. The need of the hour is to equip our army, and that's exactly what seems to be happening. Niranjan.
Okay, now what we're also hearing, Aishwarya, from the information that is available to us, that the services can also choose to buy equipment from a single vendor without the concurrence of the integrated financial advisor. Weapon systems allowed to be acquired, have to be acquired and fielded within 3 months of the proposal. So they're in a sense preparing to be war ready. Let me go across to Major General G.D. Bakshi, also joining us on the phone line. General G.D. Bakshi, just getting in this information that the government has given emergency powers to the armed forces to buy equipment to enable them to be war ready on the western border with Pakistan. What do you make of this, General Bakshi?
Well, it has to be. You know, the disastrous way in which we have been falling behind in the acquisition of our weapons programs. For 30 years after Bofor, the Indian Army did not get a single medium-range gun, which is the war-winning factor. With the throw weight of that shell, it is a war-winning factor. And Rafale, it was after the Kargil war that the whole issue was raised and said, don't have a single Rafale aircraft. Had we had it at that time, we would have been able to inflict so much more damage on the Pakistani.
General Bakshi,
terrible. I don't know how we have been accepted this state of...
General Bakshi, I think we have a poor audio line with you. General Bakshi, we'll just reconnect the line because we have a poor audio line with you, unable to hear you very clearly here in the studios. I also have Lieutenant General Jaswal joining us on the phone line this evening. General Jaswal, emergency powers to the three services under which they can procure equipment worth 300 crore rupees each to be war ready. At a time like this, what do you make of it, General Jaswal?
The Army commanders in Northern Command and Eastern Command were already empowered with, that time when I was there, 125 crores each. And now I believe it's already 540 crores to procure equipment for the armed forces or the troops over there to enable them to optimize their performance. So this is required because the capital route takes almost 3 years. So anything which they require immediately, this was within the powers itself. So it's a good thing if the government has built the Northern Command, the operational commands which are there, to purchase anything which would optimize the performance and increase the potency of the command. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, General Jaswal, but at a time like this, when it's come now, because what we are hearing is the financial powers have been increased. And under this proposal, Army is planning to buy about 246 Spike anti-tank guided missiles, which can be used, of course, against the enemy tank regiments and destroy them. Similarly, Navy and Air Force also preparing proposals to buy missiles and other weapon systems, which can prepare them for a war with Pakistan. Now, are you saying, sir, that this is something that is not unprecedented.
So definitely, this is unprecedented in the sense that the need has been felt. As the matrix of need keeps increasing, the support also has to keep increasing. Now, Spike was used in the Lebanon war for that matter. It's got a camera, a real-time display. There was a thing between Javelin and Spike. And Spike is a very good anti-tank missile, and we do require it. We can use it to multi-purpose. So bunker destruction or any, what they call anti-tank weapons which are there, or vehicles are there or anything. So it's a very good thing. If one has to remain hot, well, it jolly will be equipped in entirety. And I think if the government is equipping them in entirety, it is a very, very positive thing, so that Northern Command remains a potent force.
Thank you, General Jaswal, for joining us on the phone line. Now, the big breaking story of the government giving emergency powers to the armed forces to buy equipment to enable them to fight wars on the western border with Pakistan. This is a story broken by Republic TV as we pick up more details. The financial powers, we've been told, has now been increased for the three services, and they can now buy weapon systems worth 300 crore rupees under each proposal. Sources in the government telling Republic TV we're also expecting a defense minister's reaction to this at around 8 p.m. and what this could mean. But the initial reactions coming in from veterans giving us an idea about how critical this can be in the fight or in the preparedness on the Western Front. Not just the Army, the Navy and Air Force also preparing proposals to buy missiles and other weapon systems which can prepare them fully for a war with Pakistan. The services also can choose to buy equipment from a single vendor and without the concurrence of the integrated financial advisor. The weapon systems have to be acquired and fielded within 3 months of the proposals. So within 3 months, I think that's the clause, Aishwarya. The fact that they've gone in for emergency purchase within 3 hours, within 3 months, I beg your pardon, is something that that tells you about the urgency of this entire proposal.
Absolutely, Niranjan. This is an attempt by the government, what we are being clearly told, to remove the bureaucracy and then the delay. Because what they know that in the last so many years, there has been delay in procurement. So this is something which they are completely changing. This is something which they want to change. They want that the forces should be ready. They want that because of the bureaucracy, because of the red tapeism, this should not happen. And that's why all of the conditions have been removed. They have been allowed to buy from the same vendor, and they have been also allowed to go up to the budget up to 300 crores, which in itself is very substantial, and which is the need of the hour for our forces, Niranjan, so that they can be equipped. And the words have been used. The words have been used so that our forces can prepare them completely in an eventuality of a war. Because at this point of time, there have been certain conditions under which all three forces have not been able to procure what they wanted. That has been changed drastically since 2014. But now we're also being told, and as we are saying that the defense minister is also going to be addressing the media at 8 p.m., all of this we are being told will be mentioned by the defense minister herself. So this in itself is important breaking, which we are getting you first, our viewers first here at Republic, Niranjan. And as we just said, under this proposal, the army is already planning. The army has been informed. It is already planning to buy a 246 Spike anti-tank guided missile. Niranjan.
Aishwarya, thank you for joining us with those inputs. We're being told that Defense Minister Nirmala Sitharaman expected to, give an interview to news agency ANI. That's likely to happen at around 8 p.m. We'll wait for that and see what she has to say about this emergency proposal. A big move by the government.